Hello, dear soul. I want to speak into something that's become deeply embodied for me lately, not just as a concept, but as a living truth. Form follows frequency. You've probably heard it, right? Maybe you read it in a book, or you saw it in a meme, or actually repeated it to yourself. And for a while, it might have stayed up here, a spiritual idea. But I want to speak to that shift when it drops into the body, when it moves from mental agreement to energetic integration. Because when that happens, everything changes. So many people try to create clarity through action, through doing, building, or fixing. But what I've come to understand deeply is this. Clarity doesn't come from form. Clarity comes from frequency. Until your field is coherent, your creations will feel fragmented, out of sync, like they don't quite land or last. And that's not because something's wrong with the form. It's because the frequency underneath wasn't stable yet. Man, have I realized that in my life and seen the difference. Your frequency is not just your vibe. It's your organizing principle. It's the invisible structure that determines what has permission to land in your life. When your inner field is fragmented, your outer world reflects that. When your inner field is aligned, your outer reality stabilizes naturally. This is why meditation, coherence, breathwork, embodiment, all of that isn't extra. It's the real work. There's a difference, though, between saying, I know form follows frequency, and living as someone who is frequency aware. Take that in. When you start to feel that in your body, that your body is a tuning fork, when you start to realize that your presence in the now is shaping your experience before a word is spoken or an action is taken, that's when the remembering begins. And from that place, creation isn't effort, it's expression. It's not hustle, it's harmonic. So if you've heard this phrase before, but haven't felt it land yet, don't worry. It lands when you're ready. But if this is starting to land, if you're feeling that shift from mind to field, this is your invitation to trust it, to stabilize it, to live it. Let your frequency come first. Let your presence land and watch the form align itself around you. Not because you forced it, but because you remembered who you are. Hello, radiant soul. Let's drop in to a quick but potent practice to reconnect with the frequency before form. This isn't about doing more. It's about attuning to the energy that was already alive in you before anything took shape. I invite you to close your eyes, take a gentle breath in, and on the exhale, soften into presence. Now, bring to mind a moment, an opportunity, a relationship, or a situation that entered your life with alignment. One that felt clear, true, maybe even surprising in its timing. It might have manifested in minutes or days, months, even years. Now tune in. not to how you felt after it arrived, but to the frequency you were holding before it came into form. Were you open, relaxed, curious, trusting, in a state of knowing? Feel that in your body. Let your body remember. Now, bring to heart a current intention, a dream, desire, or possibility that's alive in your field now. Ask yourself, what frequency am I holding around this now? And how can I shift into the frequency I already know invites coherence? Let that state guide your next breath. Let it inform your next step. This is the frequency before form. Let it move through you and watch what comes into your radiant reality.